Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Omaha AAA U16 Ice Hockey on YouTube. This afternoon, Omaha is set to take on the Iowa Wild U16. We're at the Midwest Finals live in Fremont, Nebraska. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Wells Aiken. Glad to have you with us once again on Omaha AAA U16 Ice Hockey on YouTube. It's been quite a while, a little over 3 weeks since we were last in St. Louis, as Omaha was looking at a cancellation of a Sunday game against Carshield, and that was a weekend to be forgotten, as Omaha shows up on Friday with no referees. We had 2 U18 assistant coaches officiating the game. And Omaha loses that game by a score of 2-1. Then they come back on Saturday. We did have officials for that game. They lose that game late after leading 2-1. They lose 3-2 on a late goal. And then Sunday's game was canceled due to an ice storm, white knuckling it all the way back to Omaha. But everybody got home safe and sound. And so here we are 3 weeks later in Fremont, Nebraska, getting set for Omaha to take on the Iowa Wild, a team that Omaha has played 5 times this season, but it's been almost 4 months since their last meeting. They last met on November 10th and 11th. Omaha winning both of those contests respectively by scores of 2-1 and 3-1, and taking the season series, winning the last 3 games after dropping the first 2 in shootouts to open the series against these Iowa Wild back in October. They lose 2-1, check that, 3-2. In the shootout in the first game of the season, 1-0 in a shootout in the second game of the season. They come back and win 2-1, 2-1, and 3-1. And so close games between these two teams. Let's take a look at the lineups. First for Omaha, head coaches Parker Metz, assistant coach Jeff Hogan, goaltenders number 36, Tommy Aiken, number 31, Steven Mazlikowski. At forward, number 6, number 40, Troy Hunsicker, number 11, Bryce Battaglia, number 14, KJ Yelm, number 20, Xander Murphy, number 22, Trey Carlson, number 27, James Snyder, number 32, Hayden Doggett, number 37, Jesse Thompson, number 42, Cole Gilliland, number 45, Dallas D'Amato, number 49, Ronaldo Jensen Lopez, number 66, Ashton Chrisman, round out your Omaha U16 forwards. On defense for Omaha, number 4, Tyler Sanborn, number 9, number 55, Caden Skolmolsky, number 39, Mason Witt, number 48, Tanner Oban, number 51, Gavin Baumhover, and number 82, Brecken Dan Hartog. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Iowa Wild. Their head coach is John Devereaux, goaltenders number 3, Talon Wild, number 31, Joseph Quick. At forward for the Wild, number 8, Brady Braun, number 9, Kai Beliveau, number 11 and 66, Isaac Lujan, number 13, Finn Parkman, number 14, Carter Casper, number 15, Gavin Ellis, number 19, Blake Hawkins, number 21, Bode Smith, number 29, Parker Lockwood, number 67, number 89, Jackson Easton, number 68, Tyler Culleton, and number 91, Cam Crawley. On defense for the Wild, number 10, David Anderson, number 17, Justin Thompson, number 25, Harold Rawls Slissons, number 37, Colin Hedlund, number 51, Taylor Jackson, and number 88, Noah David Dyan. That rounds out your lineup for the Iowa Wild. Ice is set. Zamboni driver gave it a couple extra coating, a couple extra passes about 3 minutes ago before the teams take the ice here. And again, this will be a best of 3 series. Game 1 today at 2 p.m., Game 2 tomorrow morning, and Game 3 bright and early, 8 a.m. if necessary on Sunday morning. Right here from the Sidner Ice Arena in Fremont, Nebraska. And we'll take a short break here, and we'll be back with the opening puck drop and the start of the first period in just a minute. You are watching Omaha AAA U16 Ice Hockey on YouTube. Game 1 of the Midwest Finals coming up. Stay with us, everybody. Glad you're with us on this Friday afternoon. Just look up Omaha AAA. Look up Omaha AAA U16. Omaha AAA U16. You're welcome. No problem. It's on YouTube, bro. Look on YouTube. Omaha AAA U16. Yeah? It's on YouTube. Omaha AAA U16. What about the 18s? The 18s will be on Facebook. That's Omaha AAA Radio on Facebook. It's video, but I think it started out as radio way back in the day. I don't know. Yeah. The 18s are Omaha AAA Radio on Facebook, and then the 16s are on YouTube. It's Omaha AAA U16. No, just the 16s. Back here at the Sidner Ice Arena, Fremont, Nebraska. Game one of the Midwest Finals, U16s between Omaha and the Iowa Wild. And the U18 game, of course, coming up right after this one at 4:15. That'll be on the Omaha AAA Radio page on Facebook. And I got 4 officials out here, so that's a good start. I have Tommy Aiken in net to my left. And we'll see who takes the net to my right. Whether it's going to be Joseph Quick or Talon Wild. That information to you as soon as we have it. It's home of Fremont hockey, Fremont youth hockey, and the Midland Warriors. And I am on a platform that was not built by the RIT School of Engineering or RPI School of Engineering either, for that matter. So hopefully we stay up and on the air for the entire game. If you hear a loud thud and a crash, it's this platform going down. And not even using real plywood here, it's particle board. So we'll see how things go both for me and for the U16s. And so the U16s getting last-minute instructions from Parker Metz and Jeff Hogan at their bench. And to my right, it's going to be Talon, Wild, and net. So Aiken to my left, Wild to my right. For the Wild. And we are just getting set to go here. Omaha will start with Battaglia, Lopez, and Murphy. Sanborn and Skolmolsky at the points. We'll see who Iowa counters with. No one's seemingly in a hurry to get this one going. The officials, a little pregame pep talk meeting. Simon Yelm and Travis Hunsicker manning the clock and score sheet. And we are set to go here from the Sidner Ice Arena, Fremont, Nebraska. Game 1 of this Midwest Final. Murphy will step in for Omaha. And Casper, Crawley, and Hawkins will be the forward three for Iowa, with Hedlund and Jackson Taylor at the blue line for the Wild. And we are underway here. Game 1 from Fremont, Nebraska. First of 2 today. U16s will play now. U18s coming up at 4:15 as Iowa takes it and kicks it out of their zone. Sanborn will field it there. He will dump it in. They'll call an icing here. Thought I heard a wave. Thought maybe Bryce Battaglia touched it along the near side boards, but no such luck. 16:44 left to go, and a quick whistle. And a face-off back in the Omaha zone to the right of Tommy Aiken. Murphy and Crawley will step in and do it again here. And Omaha able to split the gap there. Lopez chips it up, but not out. Keeping it in is Crawley. And now Omaha will come back the other way, back through center. Wild will try to slow that down behind his net, not able to do so. Along the near side wall, Murphy will watch as it goes around far side. Taylor, and now Crawley. Battaglia. And now Omaha will just flip that one as they go for a quick line change here. And along the near side wall, Skolmolsky and Battaglia will battle. D'Amato now in hot on the chase into the corner. Coming out of the corner is Battaglia. He's hooked. No call there. And Casper will flip it up and out to the neutral zone. And it's taken over there by Hawkins. Player goes down, and the refs are going to let these boys play to start this Midwest Final. As it's fielded there by Thompson for the Iowa Wild. That's center. That's Hawkins. Kicks it up to Lockwood. Lockwood in for Braun. Braun down the left wing side. His shot wide of Aiken comes along to the near side wall. That goes in again off the end wall. Lockwood now sends it down into the corner. Give and go. Out in front. Shot and a goal. And Iowa right off the bat on a give and go down to the corner out to the slot. And that is David Anderson with the goal as he puts Iowa up 1-0. And so Aiken beaten on the first shot on a nice passing play in the corner as Lockwood set it down low, comes up high to, as I watch Isaac Lujan come on the ice. We've got 2 numbers for him, and neither one of them are right. He's wearing 55, not 66. And so Omaha, not the start they're looking for here. 15:34 left to go, and they are down 1-0 on the David Anderson goal. Lopez will dump it into the zone. Chasing in is Yelm. Yelm's shot goes off the side of the goal cage. And now D'Amato in the corner. And now Iowa, Lockwood, who had the assist on that first goal, chases, and Omaha able to send it all the way down. We'll get an icing call here. And a face-off back in the Omaha zone, and the icing is what got Omaha in trouble in the first place on that first goal, as they were not able to clear it out of the zone. They lost the draw. Lopez split the gap to get out to the point, but not able to chip it out, and Iowa worked it down low. Lockwood into the corner, and Anderson took it up high in the slot and ripped a shot past Aiken. And so We're just less than 2 minutes in, and Omaha down a goal. Down low. Oban pinching along the right wing wall. Teams will battle along the half wall. And that is Lujan. And along the right wing side, that is Ellis. And now it'll come back near side for Iowa. And a pass up and a break in, moving in. Shot and a save there by Aiken on Ellis. As Ellis was in alone and harassed from behind. And not sure who number 2 is for the Wild, so got some numbers. Again, taking the score sheet, the numbers right off the Iowa Wild website, and obviously not up to date. So we'll get those numbers as we can. Sanborn hook going into the zone and into the corner now. Puck will come back out to center. Sanborn will chip it up the wall. And now it's taken there by Hedlund back into the zone. He'll chip it behind Wild and up for Dyan. Dyan will send it up the left wing wall. And that's dumped in there by Casper. Dyan pinches along the left wing wall. Kept in there by Hawkins. Murphy will go into the corner for Omaha. He will look to skate out. Pass over for Sanborn. Up ahead for Lopez. And now moving through center is Battaglia. Battaglia moving in. Battaglia and Baumhover not able to connect. Nice to see Gavin back out there, as he was out for a while with that lower body injury. And now the Wild will control in behind their goal. Pass up. Not able to be kept in there by Battaglia. He will dump it back in the zone. Omaha will have to clear, and they'll change it up here, down 1-0 early first period from game 1 of this Midwest final. Pass across. Lockwood will take there. Backhand chip up the wall. Fielded there by Thompson. Now up ahead for Dye. Dump back in by Omaha. And now Hedlund chips it over the right wing wall. Up at the point. Sanborn. And again, the timing seemingly a little off for Omaha. Again, haven't played a game in 3 weeks. As moving in is the Iowa Wild. And a goal. As that was a heck of a move there. As he reached back to his left and one-handed it off the far post. That was Hedlund. And Omaha in a huge hole here. With 12:50 left to go, they are down 2-0. As they score on their first 2 shots on goal, 2 of their first 3 shots on goal. Aiken with the save on Ellis on the breakaway. But sandwiching that save were 2 goals, one by Hedlund, one by Anderson. And Omaha will have to get things going here in a big hurry. Up at the point, Den Hartog sends it back in deep. Chasing into the corner is Hunsicker. Hunsicker. Check that is Chrisman. And again, Omaha had 3 players out for serious time with injury in terms of Chrisman, Hunsicker, and Baumhover. And all 3 players back as Den Hartog chases into the corner. And not much intensity this one thus far, at least on the orange and black side. So Omaha all the way around is going to have to wake up as they trail 2-0 here in the first period against Iowa. Back the other way comes Gilliland. Gilliland moving in. Gilliland. And that is chipped back to center. Chrisman sends it off a shin pad. And Omaha, the puck possession game just not there right now. They are turning and panicking and turning it over right now. Instead of passing, making plays, and carrying the puck. As now Anderson will skate into the corner. He's got a goal for the Wild. Sends it up the wall. And chasing back is Baumhover for Iowa. Turnover in behind the net. And now taking it there is Casper. Puck centered, and there is Carlson. And now skating with it is Jesse Thompson down the left wing side. Thompson dumps it into the right of Wild. Thompson will chase in. I'm going to try and figure out who number 2 is. We don't have a roster number 2 on our player for Iowa. Centering pass. And that goes back up to the point. Baumhover stepping in. That hits off a skate. Puck is in front. Bounces to the far side corner. And now Snyder will send it up high. Omaha pass down low. Carlson looking to hit a player down. Wraparound. And Wild gets a save. Left pad on that one. And Baumhover now will dump it deep into the zone. As that is Harold Rawls Slissons. We've got him as 25 on our roster. So Slissons, number 2, and he will take in the zone. Long centering pass up ahead for Hawkins. That too far, and Sanborn will skate it for Omaha. Sanborn getting hooked through center, and we're going to get an offsides call here as Omaha goes in offsides with 10:26 left to go. And Omaha down 2-0. Certainly nothing they expected here, as all their games against Iowa have been fairly low scoring, and Iowa only able to get 2 goals in the last 2 games they played against Omaha. They already have 2 here in the first period, in the first 4 minutes of game 1 of this best of 3 series. So up the wall, Lujan will chip it up, but it's kept in there by Skolmolsky. And now on the right wing side, that is Taylor. Taylor will battle and send it back down low. Lujan looks on, and good pressure there by Murphy. And now Battaglia comes in to help out. Battaglia down low. Battaglia wraparound rebound. Puck is loose. Comes up high. Sanborn fanning on the shot. Puck into the slot. Comes back up high for Sanborn. And again, the timing just not there right now for Omaha, as they've been off for a couple weeks. Flip pass over the top of the net, and Sanborn able to maintain possession. Puck will come back to center, and he does a nice job there to settle it down, realizing he had time. Passes it up. Battaglia, and Battaglia moving in the zone. Battaglia not able to get a good shot off there as Lopez chases it in the corner. Now Battaglia up high for Sanborn. A shot that goes wide. And far side now Skolmolsky. Skolmolsky down the wall. And now up high across for Sanborn. Sanborn at the blue line. And he will dump it in. Battaglia looking to center it there. And now back the other way come the Wild. And now into the zone, Lujan. Lujan will pull up. He'll backhand it up high for Lockwood. Lockwood with the assist in the first goal. A shot in. Aiken will glove that one and hang on. Take a face-off to his left with 8:55 left to go here, opening period from the Sidner Ice Arena, Fremont, Nebraska. Game 1 of the Midwest Finals between Omaha and Iowa. And Omaha in a bit of a hole here early on, down 2-0. Less than halfway through this first period. Off the draw, Iowa will shoot. Puck bounces and hits something in front, and Omaha able to clear. Taking back is Hawkins. Check that, that's Hedlund. Hedlund had the second goal for Omaha. Skating it now is Carlson. Check that, Den Hartog. 82, not 22. And now Omaha in the corner. Unable to come up with it. Far side now, that is Crawley. Crawley hit hard there. Chipping it past is Casper. Casper down the right wing side for Iowa. Casper with a drop pass there. And Iowa with a little bit more jump right now than Omaha. As Omaha able to clear it to center. Hedlund not able to catch up with that one. The icing will be waved as they felt he could have played that. D'Amato into the corner along with Hedlund. Now Gilliland. Gilliland in behind the goal. Gilliland, and again, one of those players that's been out for a while. Gilliland, Baumhover, and Chrisman were all out with injuries as Omaha will take back at center. Skolmolsky now showing some jump, but he'll gain in the blue line and sends it in deep for Yelm. Yelm sends it off the back of the goal, and Ellis now not able to get it up and out. And Hawkins, check that, Hedlund, takes it back into the zone for the Wild. Back around behind the net near side. Ellis hit hard along the wall by Carlson, and back into the zone comes Omaha. Skolmolsky with a shot. That's deflected up high. Puck is loose in front. Might have been a save there. Puck, another shot in. And Wild finally able to catch up with that puck. I don't think any of those shots, maybe one of them got in on Wild. They kept hitting legs and bodies in front. And finally the puck trickles through, and Wild able to cover that one up and take a face-off to his left. 7:28 left to go here. First period. Omaha down 2-0 on goals by Anderson and Hedlund. Face-off in the zone to the left of Wild. And Omaha's Chrisman is going to get Chase Snyder will come in to replace him against Casper. And the puck tied up in the feet. Nobody able to come with a loose puck in the slot. Shot in and right into the breadbasket of Wild. He will smother that and hang on. 7:22 left to go. We'll do it again to his left. So Omaha has Chrisman, Carlson, and Snyder out there along with Skolmolsky and Sanborn. We'll see if they can get something going here. And Omaha, a shot, that is blocked. Never got in on Wild. Now to come up high. Skolmolski walking in. Skolmolski not able to get that one through. Hits a body in front, and back the other way comes Lockwood. Lockwood through center and over the blue line. Lockwood drops it there for Casper. Casper into the corner. He's pressured there by Chrisman and now Skolmolski. Lockwood gives Skolmolski the business and comes away with the puck. Up high for Diane. Diane with a shot redirected in front. Dangerous redirect there by Casper. And Aiken, a nice job to slide into that one and make the save. And he'll hang on with 6:48 left to go here. First period. Faceoff will come to his right. Omaha down 2-0 goals for Iowa by Anderson and Hedlund. And I'd have to watch the replay on that Hedlund goal, but it looked like he went to his right and then reached back to his left and tipped it by Aiken off the left post and in behind. And certainly a skill play there by Hedlund. Centering pass in front. Puck comes up high in the slot. And now a shot in, and Aiken will smother that one and hang on. And so 6:32 left to go, and a face-off to the right of Tommy Aiken. Murphy stepping in against Crawley for the Wild. And that puck will get one across to the right side, kept in there by Taylor. Taylor will chip it down into the zone, chasing in behind. And now puck coming near side for Lopez. Lopez will skate up the wall, and Lopez is stopped by Hedlund and Hawkins. And now the Wild will come up the right wing side. Battaglia will take at center, and Battaglia will dump it back in, as Wild will field it there. Pressure by Lopez forces an ice here by the Wild, and that'll come all the way back into the Iowa zone with 6:01 left to go here. So Iowa not scoring more than a goal in their final 4 contests. In fact, they only scored 3 goals in the last 4 games against Omaha. After getting 3 in the opening till puck is loose in front. And Wild looked like he got a glove or checked out a blocker or a pad on that one. As all alone, Omaha was in front. As I started to say, Omaha gave up 2 goals in the first game, went to a shootout. That third goal, game-winning goal, was as a result of the shootout win. But then Omaha only gave up 3 goals in the final 4 games. And they are down 2-0 early here. So in unfamiliar territory, as that pass goes off a stick, that'll roll in on Wild, so the icing will get waived. He will tee it up there. Turnover nearly there. And as a little careless with it was Anderson, and Omaha not able to catch up with that. As Omaha, check that, Iowa recovered nicely there. Anderson now, he's a little sloppy there, but Lujan back to cover up. And now back the other way, Omaha, pass up, deflected, taken by Yelm. Yelm will chip it into the near side corner. And now Slissons turns it over there, in behind the goal, Omaha. And Omaha will turn it back over, and back the other way through center comes Casper. Casper in over the zone line, Casper with a shot. Aiken will flag that one down, cover up, and hang on with 4:47 left to go. Face off to his right. Omaha will change up the D here. And so you're going to have Skolmolski out there. He's with the puck now, along with Dan Hartog. And then you've got Carlson, and that's ice. Carlson, Yelman, Snyder. Faceoff will come back in the zone to the right of Aiken. Same spot we just did it from. 4:40 left to go. Opening period, goals by Anderson and Hedlund have the Wild on top 2-0. Quick start for the Wild. And Omaha not really getting anything going yet here. Couple of chances, but nothing really getting through. I think Wild might have had one save there in front of the net as Omaha comes back through center. Moving in is Lopez. Lopez puts it off some skates into the corner. Centering pass now. And the Wild will take it. And that'll come back up to center. Skolmolsky will escape and skate it back down the right wing side. He will dump it in, and back to chase is Diane. Diane will set it up the wall. And near side, the Wild will take as Casper comes back through center. Casper pass to the right wing side. And in the corner, the teams will battle. And now Omaha back out of the zone as the puck was momentarily turned over, but retaking is Hunsicker. Check that, Chrisman, 66-6, and he will shoot it in on Wild. Wild will flag that down and take a face-off to his left. 3:50 left to go here, first period. Wild on top, 2-0 goals by Anderson and Hedlund. Omaha sending out Battaglia, Murphy, and Thompson, along with Oban and Sanborn at the points. And both centers get chased here. And puck will come around far side wall. Iowa will take possession there. Slissons will take it. And Rawls Slissons, that is. The puck is sent across and back up the center. And now we're going to get a penalty here. A cross check, and it's going to be on Iowa, I believe. Hawkins is going to go for the cross check. And so Omaha will get their first power play of the game, and not a moment too soon, with 3:38 left to go here, first period. And a big moment in this game for Omaha. If they want to get back in it, a good place to start would be a power play goal here. So Murphy will step in against Crowley. Crowley able to win that draw easily. And now chasing back in is Anderson. Puck is sent high up off the glass. And Aiken will tee it up there for Skolmolsky. Skolmolsky out of the zone, pass across for Battaglia. Battaglia with a head of steam will skate back up through center, gives it up to Murphy. Murphy drops at the point. Shooting, deflecting, that goes wide near side now. Lopez will take it along the half wall. Lopez will dump it deeper. Skolmolsky pinching in. Skolmolsky up high for Lopez. Lopez will skate it down low, drops it back for Scully. Scully will walk off the wall, walks the center, shoots. Puck is in the glove of Talon Wild, and he will hold on there. With 1:21 left to go on the penalty to Hawkins, and 2:59 left to go here, second period. Face off to the left of Wild. One shot on goal on the power play so far for Omaha, as Murphy will step in, and again not able to beat Crawley there as the Wild take possession, and they're able to clear it up to center as that jumps over the stick of Skolmolsky. With 1:15 left to go on the penalty to Hawkins, he'll skate back in and look to set it up behind Aiken, and comes out right wing side for Battaglia. And now back near side for Battaglia. And now down the right wing side, Lopez. Lopez up high for Skolmolsky. Skolmolsky across for Sanborn. Sanborn in shot. Puck is loose in front. Rebound. Getting across. Good save there by Wild. Puck is loose. Oh! It was in the feet of Wild, and Omaha unable to catch up, and a possible 2-on-1 here. Back the other way comes Casper. Casper in the zone. Murphy redirected it, trying to block the pass, and Aiken got a right pad on it. So a big save there, and here's the net is off. They're going to say it was knocked off by the Wild. And with 38 seconds left to go on the power play, the faceoff will come outside the zone. 2:16 left to go here, first period. And the Wild nearly going up 3-0 as a centering pass was redirected by Battaglia, inadvertently trying to prevent the pass from getting through. It went off his stick, back against the grain. Aiken got a right pad on it. And if Omaha's able to come back, look on that as a big moment in this game. It would be even bigger if they can get a power play goal here. But at the moment, Iowa has possession, and they will send it all the way down. Aiken will tee it up there. And Dan Hartog will take in behind the goal, nearly turning it over. And again, not much of a sense of urgency right now for Omaha. They appear to be a little lackluster all the way around early in this game. Just not bearing down and finishing and making plays here. So nothing doing on that first power play. 0 for 1. Aiken will fish it out of the corner and leave it for Oban. Oban will skate left wing side up the zone. And now back through center. Turnover there, and Hawkins will take and dump it in deep wide of Aiken. That'll bounce into the far side corner. And now back top of the slot, walking in is Crawley, and Crawley's shot is blocked up into the netting. With 1:10 left to go here, first period. And Omaha trailing 2-0. It is very quiet in here for a Midwest final. And granted, the home fans without much to cheer for, but got to get this team going here. So 1:10 face-off. Both centers get chased, and Hawkins and Carlson will come in. Into the corner, Omaha will turn it near side. Sanborn will reverse sides for Baumhover. Baumhover in the corner. Baumhover will send it up the wall. Puck is turned over there, and back into the zone comes Hawkins. Hawkins with a shot. Aiken will smother that one and hang on and take a face-off to his left. 51.1 seconds left to go. Opening period. A period Omaha at this point would like to forget. Still 2 periods left to go. A lot of hockey to be played, but they trail 2-0. Got down early. First 5 minutes of the hockey game. Goals by Anderson and Hedlund. Both defensemen. So Iowa getting contributions from their blue line. And back the other way comes Omaha, moving in the zone. A shot in and a goal! And just what the doctor ordered. As Sanborn, I believe, gets the goal there. Check that, not Sanborn. That was Hunsicker. So Troy Hunsicker gets the goal for Omaha. Yeah, that's a big goal in this contest. Is nothing going on this whole period for Omaha, and Hunsicker comes down the left wing and buries it past Talon Wild. So Omaha cuts the deficit in half with 38 seconds left to go. And so they'll look to get something going, get some momentum off that goal, see if they can tie it up here. And Casper along the left wing wall. Casper chips it in, and Sanborn will take it back in. Puck is sent up the left wing wall. Hunsicker. He's got the goal for Omaha. He battles there with Taylor. Getting knocked down. Hard hit there as Battaglia stood up. No call there. Good job there to keep the gloves down. Back the other way comes Omaha. Moving in. Hunsicker pulls it back, and it's broken up by Casper. Nice job by him as Hunsicker tried to pull it through the legs. A shot in, and Aiken will deaden that one. And Omaha will get out of the first period. Very lucky to only be down 2-1. As they got off to a bit of a slow start. And so at the end of 1 period of play, Omaha trails by a score of 2-1. Hedlund and Anderson with the goal for Iowa. Hunsicker with the goal for Omaha. Back with the start of the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching Omaha AAA U16 Ice Hockey on YouTube. Stay with us, everybody. back here as we get set to go. They did have the intermission time on the board. Still 20 seconds left, but they cut that short as the teams are ready to go here. And so teams now switch ends. Aiken to my right, Wild to my left. And a shot in, steered aside by Aiken. Comes near side corner. In there is Crawley. Crawley in the corner, sends it up high for Hedlund. He's got a goal in the game, sends it left wing side. A shot in, puck is loose in front. And now nobody able to come up with it. Omaha overskating the puck. Casper battling there for the Wild. Casper will send it up high to the point. Sends near side for Hedlund. Hedlund walking in. Hedlund with a shot. And Aiken will smother that and hang on. 16:31 left to go here, second period. And the faceoff will come to his right. And so Omaha will send out Snyder in on the draw against Lockwood. The referee admonishing Braun and Yelm to back up, and they do for a second and then cheat right back in. And Taylor will flag it down at the point. He'll send it in. Aiken will stop that one and look to tee it up for his defenseman, but with pressure decided to just take the face-off. 16:23 left to go. And Omaha trailing 2-1 here. Anderson and Hedlund with the goals for Iowa. Troy Hunsicker with the goal for Omaha with 38 seconds left to go in the first. Cutting the deficit in half, and that's where we stand. Lockwood tries to send it up high. That goes off a skate, and Braun will take in the corner. Braun trying to cycle it for Lockwood. Lockwood. And now Braun up high for Taylor. And he will turn it over momentarily. In the corner is a Wild player down. Puck in behind the goal. Far side, that is Parkman. Parkman up high for Diane. Diane with a shot. Aiken will glove that one and hang on. 16:01 left to go, second period. And a face-off to the right of Aiken. Cinder Ice Arena, Fremont, Nebraska, game one of this Midwest final. First of three. U16s and U18s. Each with a game today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Back to back to back. And the U18s will play right after this one on this same ice surface as soon as this one ends. Or 4:15, whichever happens sooner. And now, back through center comes Omaha. Omaha down the right wing side. Crawley chips it up the wall. Kept in there by Hunsicker momentarily, but pushing it up is Crawley, but not able to get past Sandborn. And now Hunsicker will take it. Nice pass there by Hunsicker. Moving in, a shot! And knocked down by Wild. He'll cover up in front. And diving in behind Wild is Lujan. As he perhaps a little feared that that puck might leak through. Stay with us long enough this season, I'll make up words like a feared. But 15:35 left to go. And a face-off in the Wild zone to the left of Talon Wild. D'Amato stepping in for Omaha. Casper for Iowa, and Omaha not having a good day on the face-off circles. They've lost a number of draws today. They're going to have to correct that before this series is over. And there's too many lost draws will come back to bite you. Gilliland tries to chip it up and out. That goes off the glass. 15:21 left to go here, second period. And that face-off will go deep into the Omaha zone, unless it was deflected, but it was not. So that'll come into the right of Aiken. Omaha will send out Lopez, Battaglia, and Murphy, along with Skolmolski and Den Hartog. Iowa countering with Casper, Hawkins, and Braun, with Taylor and Rawls-Slislands at the point. Face off to the right of Aiken, and the linesman spending a lot of time making sure players are onside as that puck is won again cleanly by Iowa. Shot in, and Aiken will smother that and hang on. And another stoppage here with 15:17 left to go. And we've talked about it already, but Omaha not having a good day in the faceoff circle, and that is going to have to change here in this game and during this weekend, as that will not bode well if they continue to lose draws. And Iowa wins another one, but They will control in the corner. Centering pass in the skates of Skolmulski. He kicks it out front. Puck is loose. Pad stopped by Aiken. And now that'll come back up. Rawls Slissons with a shot. That screams wide. Comes near side corner. And Wild, that's Casper in the corner, sends it down low. And they're looking to suck everybody in and go high again. Shot off the side of the goal. Maybe Aiken made a save there. Braun gets tripped up, and he's going to draw the penalty here. Aiken will dive out and cover up, but Omaha will go to the penalty kill here as Braun, cutting to the net, draws a penalty. And it's going to be on Battaglia for the trip as he heads off here. And so Omaha will be shorthanded with 14:51 left to go, second period, trailing 1-0, trailing 2-1, trailing by a goal. And the faceoff will be in the zone to the left of Tommy Aiken. Lockwood will step in for the Wild. And looked like Omaha was able to win that, but cutting through the gap was a Wild player. And able to get to it first, but Omaha forcing the turnover there. Rawls Slissons at the point. Sends it down low. Pass up high. Across for Rawls Slissons through his skates. Down low. Up high. Lockwood with a shot. Aiken will smother that and hang on. 14:26 left to go. 1:35 left to go on the penalty to Battaglia. And a face-off in the zone to the left of Aiken. Omaha trailing 2-1. Goals by Anderson and Hedlund for the Wild. They trailed 2-0 before Troy Hunsicker, with 38 seconds left in the first, cut the deficit in half. And Omaha able to win a face-off there and a nice win on the penalty kill. That shot all the way down by Sanborn, and Wild will quick up and up the ice, but right to Sanborn. Sanborn chips it off the wall. It's taken there by Braun. Braun will send it over for Hedlund. Hedlund near side for Braun, and Braun will headman for Hawkins. Hawkins in over the zone line, drops for Casper. Casper with a pass across, a shot, and a goal. Good puck movement there, as I believe that was Hedlund again with the goal. Check that, not Hedlund, that was Braun. And so Omaha gives up the power play goal here. And they've given up as many goals in this first two periods as they've given up in the last 4 games against Iowa. And they trail 3-1 here with 13:59 left to go in the second period. So the deficit is again 2 after a penalty by Battaglia taking the trip. And Aiken not able to come up with a save there on Braun. So Braun, Hedlund, and Anderson with the goals for Iowa. And Omaha going to have to dig deep once again. Iowa guilty of an icing here. The faceoff will come back in the Omaha zone. 13:41 left to go. And we see this a lot this time of year. I don't know why teams don't schedule it. Shouldn't be worried about injuries. That happens anyway. But why teams don't schedule more games down the stretch. These long breaks are not helpful to teams going into regional districts and finals of any kind. As Omaha, on all levels, looking fairly rusty here. And Iowa not much of an advantage in that department. They might have, don't know if they scrimmaged, but their last game of the season came on February 18th, which was a full 8 days after Omaha's last game of the season. And this is the longest break of the season for Omaha, with the exception of the winter break after they played at the Shattuck St. Mary's Jamboree. And then they took 3 weeks off and promptly went up to the HPL Showcase and got smoked by a score of 18-4 in 3 games. So Omaha with not a good history after layoffs, as they went to Boston and had 2 weeks off before they came back and played Iowa the first time, and they lose 2 out of 3 there. And as I said, they had that long layoff, as we have a face-off outside the zone. The linesman taking his time lining everyone up here. And Sanborn will send it up the right wing side. That too far. Diane not able to flag it down. Touching it is, I think that would have been icing unless they waved it off. I'm not sure why Wild would cover that one up. He could have allowed it to go past the goal line and then teed it up if he was worried about the icing getting waved, but he elects to play it. And the faceoff will stay in the zone to his left instead of coming back down into the Omaha zone, but Omaha not able to win that draw. And again, there's faceoff win percentage today as that's turned over to Gilliland. Gilliland with a shot. Puck is loose. And now Slissons will take far side corner. His breakout pass up the left wing side. Chip off the wall for Casper. Casper will dump it in, and chasing back is Sanborn. Sanborn into the zone. Baumhover. And now back into the neutral zone. Taking it is Casper. His pass across is almost turned over, but Diane will take for Iowa. Diane back through center. And Omaha getting caught flat-footed. They're not able to slow him up there. Casper comes up with it, sends it across. Pass across for Casper, and he shoots it up and over the goal. And now Anderson will take back into his own end. Left wing side for Diane. Back for Anderson. Anderson across for Diane, and chasing into the corner there is Hunsicker. Hunsicker centers it, and that's blocked by Lujan. And now Diane will take in the corner, and Diane will send it up. Looks like we got a penalty call coming up here. And let's see who that's on. Omaha touched up last, but I wasn't sure if the whistle came when Omaha touched or because of the Iowa touch, as we had back-to-back touches there, and it's going to be on Snyder as he's going to go off for an elbow in the corner with 11:26 left to go here at Omaha. Facing the prospect of going down 4-1. They are 0 for 1 on the power play. Iowa is 1 for 1. And so we will see here what happens. Maybe a shorthanded goal could jumpstart things for Omaha, but again, this has not been anything but a lackluster effort so far here today. Down into the corner, Crawley, and now in behind the goal. Just no urgency on the part of Omaha right now. Puck up to the point, Hedlund. Hedlund with a shot. Puck is loose in front. Aiken made the initial stop. Another shot, and Aiken will glove that and hang on. So a couple stops there by Aiken. And he keeps the deficit to 2. This is going to be a big kill for Omaha if they can get it. Still plenty of time left in this game. 10:59 left to go. Minute 33 on the power play for the Wild with Snyder off for, with Thompson off for elbowing. And a face-off in the Omaha zone to the left of Aiken. Wild's third goal off the stick of Braun coming on the power play last time they had the man advantage. And Omaha able to win a draw there, so that's a good sign. Up the wall, bounces over a stick, and Rawls Slissons will skate back to center and take. He'll send it across for Lockwood. Lockwood nearly turns it over there, but Diane will take for Iowa. Now it's Iowa who looks a little lackluster on the power play as their passes not being made with any authority right now. And now back through center comes Diane. Diane will get to the red line and gets it in deep there. Aiken will send it up the wall and rims it around up and out. So good job there by Aiken to field the dump in and clear it up and out of the zone. 50 seconds left on the power play. Lujan, Murphy. And now Lujan will push it deeper, but Omaha able to clear it up and out and all the way down. And Wild will field it behind his own goal. 37 seconds left on the Wild power play as Rawls Slissons gives it up for Lockwood. Lockwood, right wing side for Braun. Braun's got the most recent goal for Iowa. Up the wall, Casper, centering pass, walking in. Casper still maintains possession. Casper with the puck. Casper up high, pass across for Rawls Slissons. Rawls Slissons not electing to walk in, sends it down low. Now back up high. Omaha, if they hurry, chance for a 2-on-1 here. D'Amato and Sanborn. A shot in, that goes wide. No pass there from... That was Lopez and Sanborn, not D'Amato and Sanborn. So a glorious opportunity as Omaha kills the power play, kills the penalty to Thompson, but they nearly scored a shorthanded goal there as Lopez and Sanborn went in 2-on-1, and Lopez, I think, with the bouncing puck, and getting some pressure from the back-checking defenseman. Not able to get it over to Sanborn, and just tried to put an indirect pass maybe off the goalie's pad. Ended up sending it wide of the goal, and nothing doing there for Omaha, as Iowa will come back the other way. Thompson along the wall. Crawley, Thompson, Lujan, and now Hedlund. He's got a goal in this game for Iowa. His pass is picked off there by Dan Hartog. Dan Hartog will chip it past and chase into the zone. Hawkins back in deep for Iowa. And now Lujan there. Lujan, a hit there. Shot by D'Amato, sails wide over the right shoulder of Wild. And Omaha starting to get a little jump here to their step, as with a 2-goal lead and that power play seemed to suck the life out of Iowa a little bit. And now good hard hit there by Omaha in the corner. They got to be careful, though. They're going to take a penalty here. As I said, you got to be careful. Get those hands down. Omaha coming in with the hands high, and they are going to go shorthanded again here. And so a little too much jump in their step. There's a long delayed penalty here. Wild to the bench for the extra attacker, but with 8:01 left to go here, Omaha is going to be shorthanded for the third time in this game. The Wild 1 for 2 on the power play. And not the situation Omaha wants to find themselves in a little over halfway through this hockey game, as D'Amato goes off. So 8:01 left to go. Omaha trailing by 2. Hedlund, Anderson, and Braun with the goals, or Anderson, Hedlund, and Braun with the goals for Iowa. Hunsicker with the goal for Omaha. And a face-off is rolled in on Aiken. He'll cover up and do it again to his left. And Iowa winning yet another draw as Casper up high, pass across, walking in, a shot, and Aiken will glove that one and hang on. And a face-off to the right of Aiken. So Omaha's been a little better on the draws, but still losing a lot of draws in this game. That's been one of the stories so far, as they lose another one, but shooting the gap is Chrisman. And he chases into the zone, nearly picking the puck off there, off the stick of Wild. But back the other way comes Hawkins over for Casper. Casper down the right wing side. Casper will turn it up high, kept it at the point by Hedlund. Back across for Braun. Now Hedlund up top. Hedlund down low for Diane. Diane's pass goes off the shin pads of Chrisman. And now check that was Crawley, not Diane, 91, not 88. And now up high, Hedlund not able to keep it in. Oh, and looking the wrong way over his shoulder was Chrisman. I can't say it was the wrong way, but the opposite direction of the puck. Getting a little unlucky there as he looked over his right shoulder and the puck went by his left, or he would have been off to the races. Maybe I got that backwards. Either way, the puck went to the opposite side that he was looking to, or he could have had a shorthanded breakaway there. So Omaha nearly with 2 shorthanded chances here. One earlier on a 2-on-1 with Lopez and Sanborn. And now Lopez will skate into the zone. He's got a 2-on-1 as Sliston's centering pass deflected up high. Battaglia! And he fans on the shot. Puck is loose. I'm not sure where the puck is. It's in the pads of Wild. And again, there for the taking for Omaha, but they are not able to take advantage. 6:34 left to go here, second period. 33 seconds left on the penalty to D'Amato for the elbow. Might have been a rough. Not sure what the exact call was. I did not see the signal, but it was getting the hands and the arms up high in the corner. That corner right in front of Darren D'Amato and Mike Murphy. And Mike's son Xander set to take the draw here for Omaha. He's out there with Thompson and Oban and Skolmulski to kill the final 32 of this penalty. Omaha trip out of the corner there, and a penalty coming up to the Wild, and Omaha will dump it deep and force Rawls Slistons to touch it. And Omaha should have ragged that back and tried to kill as much of this power play for the Wild as they could have. If they could have killed 20 more seconds, they would have nearly had a full power play, but as it stands now, they will have a shortened power play with 22 seconds of 4-on-4. So 6:23 left to go here, and a face-off deep in the Wild zone to the right of Wild netminder Talon Wild. And Murphy will step in for Omaha against Lockwood, and both players are chased. And the Wild able to win that one as it's pushed through the legs by Parkman, but dumped back in by Sanborn. Anderson skating around a player and turns it over momentarily, but retakes and sends it up to Parkman, right wing side. His pass is picked off by Skolmolski. Skolmolski skates into the zone. And now Skolmolski, nice job to keep at the point. Walking in is Omaha. Centering pass, shot, pad stop by Wild. Murphy, right wing side. Murphy sends it around, near side, Sanborn. Sanborn will come off the wall. Sanborn walking in, shoulder save off the shoulder of Wild, up over the goal. Look behind him, but that deflected over the goal. Skolmolski, nice keep at the point. Murphy, Omaha with 1:12 left to go on the power play. Right wing side, Lopez. Lopez looks. Lopez. Far side, walking in, Omaha. A shot in, misses the goal, goes off the glass, and all the way out. Not able to be kept in there by Sanborn. And Sanborn will send it up the left wing side rather for Lopez. He'll skate it into the zone. Lopez, shot goes off the end wall, comes out far side. Battalion not able to get there, and Iowa will clear it all the way down with 5:07 left to go in the second period. And 40 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Sanborn with a pass up the left wing side for Murphy. Murphy not able to catch up with that one. Sent up to the point. Good job by Sanborn to flag it out with the glove. Sanborn walking in. Sanborn sends it across up high. Shot in. That goes off some shin pad shot. Sharp angle off the side of the goal. That is to the left of Wild. In front. Tipped by Murphy. And able to keep at the point is Dan Hartog momentarily. And they're going to get a hand pass call there. As good play by Dan Hartog. You know, like I said, hand pass on the power play. But if he doesn't make that hand pass and it skips by him, the Wild are off on a 2-on-1, 2-on-0 break, shorthanded. So a good play there by Dan Hartog just to keep that puck in front of him any way he could and force the whistle. So with 13 seconds left on the power play for Omaha, 4:36. Check that, 4:35 left to go. 12 seconds left on the power play. As Braun is going to get chased, D'Amato will step in against Parkman. And now Oban over for Dan Hartog, and now Oban will take back. Oban skating it into the zone. Oban will leave it there for D'Amato. D'Amato sends it across up high. Shot in off a shin pad. Rebound shot. That's turned aside by Wild. D'Amato in the corner. And now the puck is in behind D'Amato with it behind the goal. He's pressured there. He still maintains possession. D'Amato centers it up. Back up to the point. A shot in deflected. Blocker save by Wild. Nice job there by Wild to track that one off the redirect in front. And he's made a couple big stops here in this second period. Centering pass. Puck is loose in front. Shot that goes wide of the goal. Deflected out front. Yellman behind the goal. Ellis there for the Wild. And now Braun will take. And Braun with a long pass up the left wing side for Parkman. That goes off his stick. And Omaha will turn it back up for Yellman. That's offsides. We'll get a whistle here. 3:41 left to go, second period. And Omaha trailing by a score of 3-1. And needing to get it going here. They've shown signs of life, but just not able to put it all together. As it's taken some bit of effort here to get everything going. Killed off a couple Wild power plays, so Wild scored in their first power play to make it a 3-1 game. But Omaha killing off the last two to keep it there. And now Rawls Slissen's at the point. His shot is deflected. And Omaha battling, that is Gilliland trying to come up with that puck at center. Pass up through center. As that's turned over there by Hawkins. Skolmolski, nice job to pick the pocket. Skolmolski walking in. Centering pass. Puck is loose in front. Never got in on Wild. Hit a bunch of sticks and skates in front. And now back out of the zones comes Rawls Slissens. He will gain the red line and dump it in. And Aiken passes it up the right side. And now the pass across near side is intercepted by Taylor. And Lockwood will take for the Wild, sends it back near side for Lujan. And he's turned back and off the stick of an Omaha player. So that face-off will come at center ice. As it was deflected by, I believe, Skolmolski just on the offensive side of the center red line. So it will come back to the nearest of the 9 face-off dots, that being at center ice in this case. 2:52 left to go here in Omaha, trailing by a score of 3-1. Not the start they were looking for, but moving in, getting hauled down, and no call there. Not sure how that's possible. And that puck is shot up and out of the zone as Lopez better be careful here. He's putting his arm up in the air, but he has every right to. The officials may not see it that way. You don't want to get into unsportsmanlike here, but he was absolutely tackled, cutting through the defenders there, and that's a missed call by the officials in this one as far as I'm concerned. Right wing side now, Anderson up high, bounces over the stick of Baumhover. Chasing back now into the zone is Omaha. Clearing attempt is successful as Hunsicker will chip it further ahead. And now the Wild. Hunsicker, Dayan, Hunsicker, Ellis. Check that, that's Casper. Good job to keep there by Den Hartog. He pinches and sends it down low. Hunsicker chases into the corner. Braun, right wing side. Murphy sends it in. Chasing far side is Dayan. Shot in, and that's gloved easily by Wild. He will hang on. Minute 58 left to go, and Omaha still trailing 3-1 here. And much like the first period, a late goal could do a lot of good for Omaha. They scored with 38 seconds to go in the first. And they were not able to maintain that lead as they took an early penalty in the second. And Iowa on the power play goal by Braun extended it to 3-1, but a late goal here would give them some momentum going into the ice cut. Shot in, that is blocked off the stick of Battaglia. Walking is Sanborn. He's not able to find a hole, and it'll get shot off the end wall all the way out as it rims around the corner. Oban overpowered there in front of the Wild bench. Battaglia comes in to help out as the Wild muscle that one ahead off the wall, and Omaha able to clear. And Iowa will just dump that back in. Aiken will slow that down for Sanborn. He sends it up the right wing wall. And Omaha back the other way, 2-on-2. Omaha moving into the zone, pulling up at the half wall, looking for the trailer. And puck is loose in front. Shot in, and a goal! Right on cue, Omaha with the late goal here. Dallas D'Amato. And Omaha cuts the deficit to 1 again. As D'Amato, off the pressure in the zone, gets the loose puck in the slot and rips it over Wild. And Omaha with a minute 20 left to go here in the second period, right back in it at 3-2. So just as we were talking about, a late goal before the ice cut. Omaha's going to have to battle hard here, and now they're going to look to tie it in the final minute 20. As off the draw, Ellis will send it in the zone for the Wild. Chasing back is Sanborn. Sanborn into the corner, chips it up the wall. Kept in there. Turned back in by Casper, but Sanborn will take in the corner. Sent up the wall and back in offsides. A free out for Omaha, but Iowa clears as Oban is pressured there by Ellis. A pass reversing sides for Sanborn. Sanborn will pass it up the wall. Check that up the middle off a skate. And Dayan will skate in behind Wild. Battaglia there. And now Casper will come back through center for the Wild. Casper through center. And Omaha's got to keep this momentum going here into the ice cut. If they can't score the goal, at least keep the score at 3-2. As they seem to have gained a little momentum here. And back in the other way comes Battaglia. He's hooked up. No call there. Battaglia might have been in alone. He gets hooked up, and the officials, no call there as he's slowed up on the hook. And so that's twice now. Omaha looking at breakaways with Battaglia just then and Lopez earlier splitting the D. And both players impeded both times with 19.4 seconds left to go. The faceoff will come back in the Wild zone. And so Battaglia with a near opportunity there to go in on the break and possibly tie things up, but the Wild ice it. It comes back in the zone to the left of Talon Wild. And both centers get chased. This is getting to be a little bit theater of the absurd on the faceoffs. Omaha wins the draw. Not able to get a shot off or a pass, just dumping it into the corner is Omaha. And now back the other way comes Crawley. 2-on-1, back into the zone. Pass across. Aiken with a blocker save on Braun. So Aiken with a big save there, getting across on the 2-on-1. Had to respect the shot, but then moved quickly from his right to his left. And he makes a big blocker save. If Omaha goes down 2 again there, not sure how that would have made things look going into the ice cut. But as it stands, big goal by Dallas D'Amato and a big save there by Aiken to end the second period. And so at the end of 2 periods of play, Anderson, Hedlund, and Braun with goals for Iowa. Omaha with goals from Hunsicker and D'Amato. And it's 3-2 at the end of 2. Glad you're with us on this Friday afternoon on YouTube. Stay with us, everybody. Game 1 of the finals, third period coming up in just a few minutes. Back here at the Sidner Rice Arena, Fremont, Nebraska. Omaha trailing the Iowa Wild by a score of 3-2 as we head into the third period here. Anderson, Hedlund, and Braun with goals for Iowa. They led it by a score of 3-1. Hunsicker getting the opening goal for Omaha to cut the deficit to 2-1 before Braun extended it to 3-1. And then late second period, much like late first period, when Hunsicker got that goal with 38 seconds left in the first, likewise, D'Amato with a little over a minute and a half to go got a loose puck high in the slot and fired it high up over netminder Talon Wild to cut the deficit to 1 as we head into the third period. And Omaha, who has not looked good at points of this game today, they're starting to put it together. You can see the effort, intensity, and just kind of attention to detail starting to come together. But for period plus in all areas of the game, much like that Car Shield weekend, the fine details and the finish and the effort just weren't there. A little bit lackluster, a little bit lack of focus on puck possession, and the effort a little bit off. But as this game's worn on, you can see signs of life in this Omaha team. And again, 3 weeks off. In that last weekend, they only played a game and a half. So not completely surprising that it's been almost a month since they've played intense hockey. So they're trying to find that intensity and dial that gear in here as we head into the third. So see if D'Amato's goal can be a catalyst. And of course, Aiken with the big save there in the final seconds as a pass across and the 2-on-1, beautiful pass. And Aiken patiently outwaiting the shot, not moving too early. Left a lot of net open, but filled it up quickly with that blocker and made a huge save to keep it 3-2. And we'll see if that D'Amato goal and that Aiken save can springboard Omaha to a third period comeback here as the clock has just gone out. So they're telling both teams to go to their benches as the clock has gone out and it needs to reset here. No pressure, Travis. And the clock is back up. So I'm reminded again of Johnny, the air traffic controller from Airplane in the corner, and he pulls the runway lights out. Just kidding. As we get set to go here, third period. And let's hope Omaha pulls a just kidding in the first two periods and can string something together here in the third as the Wild will take the opening draw and dump it in the zone. Back to chase is Dan Hartog. Pass up along left wing wall, battling there is Casper, but not able to keep. And Omaha back the other way. Omaha, Skolmolski, shot! And a save there. Stick save by Wild. Good job by Skolmolski. Check that, D'Amato rather, 45, not 55, to stay with it. And he was able to get a tricky shot off through the legs of the defenseman. Nice answer there by Talon Wild. And so Omaha continues to trail by a goal. 16:21 left to go. Starting to hear some energy in this building too, as it's been a mausoleum-like first two periods with the exception of the 5 goals that have been scored. Not a lot of energy in the building. Back the other way comes Dayan. Dayan moving in. Dayan with a shot. That screams wide of Aiken. Comes back up to the point. Shot in. Blocked up high by Lopez. Turned over there. And Omaha able to clear it out. And dumped back in by Iowa. Aiken will tee it up there for Dan Hartog. And it's still offsides. Omaha with a free out. Dan Hartog with a head of steam through center. Dan Hartog barrel rolls over the top. Braun centering pass off a skate. Comes right back into the corner. Iowa able to chip it up the wall. Backing off the line was Oban. And now Iowa will take back inside their zone, regrouping just inside the curling bullseyes. Lockwood back in through center. Oh, and that was a tricky shot as it deflected off a couple of sticks. And Aiken had to find that knuckleball. That's like catching a Tim Wakefield knuckleball right there. And with 15:23 left to go, He will gladly take a face-off in his zone to his left. Not sure who they're sending off and on here, but Oban comes back out. And Omaha able to win a draw there, so that's a good sign there too as well, as they didn't win too many draws. But the pass up the wall bounces in the slot. Oban finally flags it down and turns it back up the far side wall. Ellis keeps it in there. And now in the corner, Hunsicker. Ellis up high. Pass down low for Lujan. It goes off his stick. He was looking up in the netting, but he had gone back toward the half wall. Good seal there on the wall by Hunsicker. Coming out of the zone, diving is Lujan, and Hunsicker unceremoniously gives him a cross check as he's on the ice. Omaha's got to be careful here not to take another penalty in this game. Certainly not a stupid one behind the play. And now Skolmolsky. The penalties happen in games, but you can do things to minimize your chances of getting one. And we're going to get a penalty call here. And I think this is coming up on just judging. No. I thought Diane was, maybe he was looking up the ceiling, because I think the call is coming against Ellis, and it is. So Omaha, big moment here, 14:34 left to go, third period. They trail 3-2, and they will go on the power play here as Ellis will go off for the Wild. And the faceoff will be deep in the Wild zone to the right of netminder Talon Wild. So Murphy will step in against Casper. And Casper's able to win that one. Taylor sends it up the wall. And winning that battle is Casper, and he will send it back to center off a body, pass behind the back. On the back check, Murphy will chip it back to Skolmolsky, right wing side for Battaglia. Sends it ahead, tipped by Lopez into the zone. Wild will field it there. His backhand pass over for Taylor. Now Casper up the wall, and not able to get to that wall and seal it off with his body was Sanborn. He just waves at it with a stick, and that gets by him. So 55 left to go here. Battaglia takes from Skolmolsky, gives for Murphy. Murphy left wing side, centering pass, turned over there. And again, Omaha got to protect that puck a little better here, especially on the power play. Quick to give it up. And Sanborn in the corner, now on the half wall, walking top circle. Shot in, that goes off a stick and goes wide. Comes in down low, Skolmolsky up high. Across for Sanborn, shot in. And looking around behind him, and it was loose to his right, but the official lost sight of it, and no one really knew where it was. Looked like Battaglia found it last minute and tried to chip it across the goal mouth, but the whistle had blown, as no one knew where that puck was off the shot from the point by Sanborn. So 13:29 left to go here. Omaha trailing 3-2. Anderson, Hedlund, and Braun with the goals for Iowa. Hunsicker and D'Amato with the goals for Omaha. And Omaha would love to get one here in the final 55 of the power play to equalize things early in this third. And now Braun will skate it up out of the zone. A face-off win there for Iowa. And chipping it off the wall. Hunsicker, check that, Chrisman, goes into the corner. Gives it up for Den Hartog, who chips it to D'Amato. D'Amato up for Yelm. Yelm moving into the zone. Yelm down the slot. Yelm with a shot. Rebound. Puck is loose in front. And Wild with a save, and then gets some help from his defense to clear. And now Den Hartog will send it up the near side wall. Hunsicker, check that, Chrisman. Good job by D'Amato to get back on sides as he had entered the zone too early. D'Amato will walk off the wall. D'Amato with all kinds of room, sends it far side. Shot in, deflected, left pad stop by Wild. Big stop there by Talon Wild, as that shot off the wall hit a stick in front and was deflected going towards the far side, your near side of the net. Wild's far side, and he flashed that left pad and made a save with 12 seconds left on the power play. And so with 12:46 left to go, Omaha with one more crack at it on the penalty to Ellis. And able to win the draw is Omaha. It's a big win with only 10 seconds left in the power play. Skolmolsky takes it down low. Skolmolsky in below the goal line. Skolmolsky, good patience there to maintain possession of the puck. D'Amato across, backdoor, looking for Lopez. Lopez up high. Shot in, redirected off the end wall. And now D'Amato not able to come up with it, and the Wild will come back the other way 2-on-2, but the puck out of reach of Parkman, and now it'll come back to Parkman. He'll chip it in the zone. Good job there by Omaha to keep the puck in front of them. And now up the wall, D'Amato. D'Amato for Lopez. Lopez with a shot. Blocker save, maybe off the shaft of the stick by Wild. And Sanborn able to keep it in the zone, as they call that onside. Sanborn out of the zone with that long reach of his, able to keep it in momentarily, but now the Wild will possess and take it out of the zone as Parkman will come back through center. Parkman tries to get around Skolmolski. He chips it in the zone and chases. Sanborn will take in behind Aiken to his left. Sanborn up the wall. Omaha with a pass there. Oh, and that could have been played by Rawls Slissons. He did the old late pivot. Made no effort to play that. You could have waved that, but I think the officials just didn't see that, and we're going to get an icing call on Omaha. That could have gone either way. And the faceoff will come back in the Omaha zone to the left of Aiken. That was one of those where sometimes you'll see that waved, and sometimes we play on. Wild winning the draw, shot in, that whistles wide of Aiken, and that will come back. And Rawls Slissons will chase back into the zone. That shot, of course, off the stick of a Wild player, so no icing here. And now Iowa looks to come out. Rawls Slissons will take it through center. Slissons down the right wing side. Slissons looks to get around Baumhover. Centering pass. Fanning on the shot in front. Aiken has his feet taken out from under him there. Carlson chips it up the wall and into the zone. Nice job there by Thompson to get it into the zone. But now Casper will take on the right wing side. He's been out there a lot today, Casper. And now he gives it back, and near turnover coming out of the zone there by the Wild. Not much pressure by Omaha. And a lot of the exits of the zone, anything but clean by the Wild. Omaha would do well to get some pressure on some of these breakouts. As on the regroups, the Wild have had a little bit of trouble crisscrossing in front of each other, colliding, not connecting on passes, but no Omaha forecheck there to be had. Lujan with a shot in. Aiken will glove that down and play it for Sanborn. Sanborn with a pass up the right wing side for Yelm. Yelm up for Murphy. Murphy down the right wing side. Murphy will drop for Yelm. Yelm with a shot through traffic. That hits a leg in front. Never got in on Wild, and back the other way come the Wild. And again, a misconnect on the pass coming out of the zone, but the Wild are able to finally get it out, and Omaha starting to get some jump in their step. Yelm chipping it up ahead. Hedlund, he's got a goal in the game for the Wild. He had the opening, check that, the second goal. Aiken will send it up the wall. Nothing there but Wild jerseys. Puck in the slot, and Yelm overskates in the high slot area. Pushed back deeper by the Wild, but Sanborn will take. Sanborn gets hacked at there, but he will skate back up through center. Sanborn looking to move into the zone. Sanborn drops for Yelm. Yelm sharp angle shot. That off the outside of the net of the glove. And a 2-on-1 back the other way for the Wild. Nobody covering. Oh, check that. Somebody is covering. And Sanborn also quick to get back. Good job there by him. And covering on the play was check that, was Yelm, I believe, or Battaglia, one of the two, 11 or 14. So a nice job there by Omaha to cover on the rush by Sanborn. I thought for a minute it might be a 2-on-1. Battaglia back into the zone. Battaglia dancing in the middle, runs out of room, turning it over. Hunsicker there, chips it back through the legs. And now Omaha again coming out of the zone. Gilliland with the puck. Gilliland hasn't played in a while. Battaglia moving, and Battaglia fans on the shot. Puck is loose in the slot. Omaha not able to come up with it. Hunsicker pass across, shot goes up over the goal. Omaha nearly tied it right there. There's a lot of confusion in front of the Wild goal, and Omaha starting to warm to the task. Skolmolski sends it down low. Taylor will chase for the Wild. Into the corner goes Gilliland. Gilliland and Taylor now with the puck. Taylor not able to chip the puck over, and he gets some help there from Lockwood. And now finally Casper not able to get it, and Omaha will take coming out of the corner. Good job there by Omaha on the forecheck, but now Casper will come back through center. Casper over the red line. Casper into the zone. Casper to the left side. He backhands it in behind the net of Aiken, and battling along the wall there is Lopez. No penalty there. And Iowa, Crawley will look to come off the wall. Good job by Lopez to turn that back to the corner. In behind the goal is Hawkins. Up high for Slissons. Down low for Hawkins. Good job by Omaha here to put the pressure on Iowa. Puck comes up high, and Omaha nearly on an odd man rush there, but they can't get it by the D. And now the puck is centered to Slissons, who's down low pinching. And Omaha will skate, and not able to get it out. Turnover there, and Crawley dumped by Dan Hartog. And now Omaha will take as Battaglia will punt it up and out of the zone. Not hard enough for an icing as Diane. And Iowa showing some life here, looking to get that insurance goal. And that's chipped up high off the glass, and Skolmolski will take it now. Skolmolski leaves it there for Sanborn. He makes a shake and bake move, gets it up to Lopez. Lopez chips it off the wall. D'Amato not able to come up with it. Now it comes over for Thompson, but Hawkins will dump it back in and rim it around. Aiken will tee it up there and sends it far side for Skolmolski, who chips it back up the center. And a lot of players in front of that Iowa bench. Very close to too many men, but not quite. And no call there. And in the corner, teams will battle. Iowa back through center. Good job to slow the rush. Chip back into the zone, and nearly in alone was Carlson. D'Amato down the right wing side. D'Amato, Carlson, Thompson. Thompson in the corner. Again, Omaha still trailing 3-2. And we've had a long period of play without the whistle. We didn't get that clock going. 6:45 left to go. And sorry about that with the clock. As turnover behind the goal. Centering pass out front. Shot in. Puck is loose. Wild with the save. And Thompson not able to come up with the puck there. And hopefully no calls here as Thompson got whacked after the whistle, but then slashed a player in the shin pads. In the business we say we don't call noise, but we'll see if these officials do. And they don't. So with 6:30 left to go. Omaha with a glorious chance there, but not able to capitalize. And they trail by a score of 3-2. Anderson, Hedlund, and Braun for Iowa. Omaha with goals from Hunsicker and D'Amato. And a face-off in the zone to the right of Talon Wild. Omaha not able to win that draw, but they get to the puck first. And now Baumhover, good job to pinch and keep there, but Lockwood will skate in behind, dangerously coming out in front, turned over there by Gilliland. In the corner, Gilliland getting held. Gilliland working hard to get that puck out front, but it goes off the side of the goal. Ellis into the corner now. Chrisman will chase him. He sends it up high to center, does Ellis, and taken there by Sanborn. Chipped into the zone. Good job there by Omaha to stay on side. Shot in and gloved by Wild. And he will hang on. 6:01 left to go here in regulation. Omaha trailing by a score of 3-2. And looking to at least get a goal and force overtime. And we will see what happens here. As the faceoff comes to the right of Talon Wild. Puck is loose in front, not able to find the handle. There was Battaglia. And now he'll send it down low. Pass up for Hunsicker. Hunsicker steers it toward the goal and off the pad of Wild. He will find that puck in front to his left and cover up and hang on. 5:51 left to go. And a face-off to his left in the zone. Omaha will stay with Murphy, Battaglia, and Hunsicker. Oban and Skolmolski at the points. And Hawkins will step in on the draw and not able to win it. Shot in. Steered aside by Wild. Battaglia will chase into the corner now. Battaglia, nice job to walk out of the corner with it up high for Oban. Oban with a shot off a leg or a glove in front. That might have been Hawkins, and back the other way comes Iowa, and this is Parkman. Parkman into the zone. Puck forced back to center, but never back in the zone. Now it is an offsides, and Omaha will get a free out as Skolmolski with a head of steam down the left wing side. Caden Skolmolski into the zone, loses possession momentarily, gets it back. Gets some support there from Battaglia, but carries it further into the corner. Casper now will curl off the wall, and a pass back the other way. 2-on-2 into the zone come the Wild. And Hedlund tries to get around a player there. Not able to do so now. Hedlund walking out in front. Hedlund blocker save by Aiken. And Hedlund dangerous out in front there. And he's got a goal in this game, so a good job there by Aiken to keep it 3-2. And back the other way. 2-on-1 comes Omaha. Moving in the zone. Pass across for Battaglia. Pass across, and they score! Omaha ties it up. Great passing play there by Battaglia. And Oban, and I believe Oban, no, it's going to be Murphy. And it had to be Murphy since I got the call wrong. I miscalled his goal on Saturday at Carshield. And I miscalled again there, but we will give full credit to Xander Murphy. Great passing play there as Omaha ties it up 3-3 with 4:49 left to go. We got a brand new hockey game here. So turnover at center, a 2-on-1, and good puck movement and good finish and attention to detail there by Xander Murphy as he puts it past Howe and Wild. And another turnover here in the zone. D'Amato with the puck. Centers it off a stick. And Iowa able to regain, but Sanborn, sensing it, will pinch and walk deep in the zone. Good job there by Doggett to cover. And now Lopez, and Doggett will stay high as Sanborn retreats back to his point position. Iowa will dump it in. And Omaha, once trailed in this game 2-0 and 3-1, has equalized it at 3-3. Hunsaker, D'Amato, and Murphy for Omaha. Hedlund, Anderson, and Braun for the Wild. Aiken and Wild in net. And we've got just about 4 minutes left to play exactly here as Omaha watches Braun come up out of the zone. Hawkins will chip it into the zone. Hard hit in the corner. Braun, far side corner. Omaha got to be careful not to be complacent here after getting that tying goal. Back up high for Dian. Dian with a shot down, or a pass down low to Braun. Sharp angle shot. That goes high over the goal off the end corner glass and comes back out to center. Hedlund, headman pass for Braun. He's not able to handle that cleanly. Takes a hard hit there from Dan Hartog. And now Sanborn. Sanborn puts it through a couple of bodies, but now coming back up with a head of steam is Thompson. Thompson into the zone. Dian chases. Yelm on him quickly. Thompson will retrieve the puck in the corner. Thompson down below the goal line. Now Hawkins will take for the Wild with a little over 3 minutes left. Wild, basically sudden death at this point as Braun gets sealed off on the wall there by Oban. And now Yelm, with some support there, will pick up the puck and skate it up and out of the zone. Long headman pass up off the stick of Thompson, and that does not go up into the netting. Hits high off the end glass, and so we play on with 2:47 left to go. Puck up high. Oban not able to keep that in, but Omaha will clear. Wild will get an out here if they hustle, and they are able to skate it up and out. Puck is dumped in on Aiken, and a tricky bouncing puck. And he will hang on to that one and take a face-off to his right. You never know how those are going to bounce. You see those agility balls with the on all sides that baseball players use to work on fielding. And that was a very similar type of play there that you'd see with one of those agility balls. So, or eye hand court, whatever they call them. 2:34 left to go. Face-off in the zone to the right of Aiken. And Iowa able to win another draw here. And Anderson will send it down the wall. Omaha with a 2-on-1 here. Carlson and Battaglia. Carlson moving in. Carlson across for Battaglia. Battaglia with a shot. Pad stop by Wild. And another glorious chance there for Omaha. And Wild, as that pass was somewhat slowed up by the lone defenseman back, Wild was able to get across and get a pad on Battaglia's shot. Puck didn't quite want to settle down for him, but now Battaglia on the wall centering it and taken there by Casper. Yeah, Casper will pass it left wing side for Rawls Slissons. Slissons up for Crawley. And onside into the zone comes Parkman. Parkman goes around the net, force wide. Good job there by Battaglia to force him wide. And along the half wall, Casper still with possession. Gets away from Murphy. Up high for Rawls Slissons. Slissons with a shot through traffic. And that is blocked in front and dangerously back to the right of Aiken as Lujan is bodied off the puck. And Sanborn will skate it for Omaha. Sanborn, long headman pass up ahead for Carlson. Puck is loose. 2-on-1 for Omaha. Battaglia moving in. Battaglia with a shot. Rebound score! Tyler Sanborn puts Omaha on top with 1:26 left to go. The indirect pass off the goalie's right pad. And Omaha has come all the way back to take the lead. Sanborn from Battaglia, and they lead it by a score of 4-3 with 1:26 left to go. So a team that didn't have much energy or life to start this game has had it in spades in the second half of this game, and they come all the way back from 2-0 and 3-1 down to take a 4-3 lead with 1:26 left to go. And we'll get a timeout here called by head coach John Devereaux as the Wild look to regroup with 1:26 left to go. So Anderson, Hedlund, and Braun with the goals for Iowa. And Omaha with goals from Hunsicker, D'Amato, Murphy, and now Sanborn gives Omaha the lead with 1:26 left to go. And we'll see what the Iowa Wild and Omaha coaching staffs can draw up here. And give credit to the linesman there, as that was a close play at the blue line. And the linesman in good position calling that onside, and Omaha goes in 2-on-1. Battaglia looks to take the shot, and that really, if you watch enough hockey, would understand that was really more of an indirect pass, trying to go low, far pad off the goalie's pad. And Sanborn was in the right spot, wide and waiting, and rips it into the open net. And Omaha with one late in the second, one late in the first, and 2 goals here, including a late one by Sanborn in the third. And they lead it 4-3 with 1:26 left to go. But Omaha better dig deep here. You can bet there'll be no quit in this Wild team. Battaglia, Lopez, and Murphy out there with Dan Hartog, and Sanborn for Omaha. And they will try to finish this one up and finish off the comeback. But a lot of hockey left to be played here. 1:26 is a long time with a 1-goal lead. Dan Hartog over for Sanborn. He will rag it back, pass up the wall in the skates. And now Crawley will take it into the zone. Gloved out of the zone by Omaha. That'll be played by Iowa. No glove pass. 1:11 left to go. And now back through center into the zone. Taylor, centering pass picked up there. And that is dumped back all the way down. And that will go for an icing. And you know what the intent was there. Player trying to send it up in the air with some backspin almost. Hope it would land soft, but that ice out there pretty solid. So that puck, especially because we're playing here with an ice cut just after the end of the second period, the puck able to make it all the way down. So 59.9 left. And a face-off in the Omaha zone to the left of Aiken. Murphy will take the draw against Crawley. And that puck is pushed through in the corner. Sanborn battling there. Up the wall. 6 attackers for the Wild. Hedlund will chase back for the Wild. No icing there with 46 to go. And winding up for Iowa is Hedlund. Gets a headman pass up for Hawkins. Hawkins looks to center. Puck sent across in on Aiken. He makes the stop and turns it into the corner. 34 seconds left to go. Iowa buzzing here. Pass out front. And Omaha will send it all the way down, and they'll ice it here with 26.4 seconds left, and the faceoff will come all the way back into the Omaha zone. To the left of Aiken, Omaha will send out Skolmolski, Yelm, Battaglia, Sanborn, and Lopez with the faceoff to the left of Aiken. And Omaha not able to win that draw, as Casper will take a good job there by Battaglia to battle and chip it back to center with 19 seconds left, as Hedlund will take it back into the zone for Iowa. Back to Rawls Slissons. And Omaha will sit back a little bit here. Sanborn with a shot. Sanborn with 5 seconds left. And Coach Jeff Hogan shaking his head on the bench, as Sanborn had all kinds of time there and just had to rag it back with 4 seconds left to go. And now Omaha will have to win this faceoff in their zone one last time here. So an unforced error there, but Yelm will try to pull it into the corner and seal it for Omaha. Again, 6 attackers for the Wild, and Yelm does just that. Wins it to the half wall. 3, 2, and 1, and that'll do it. Omaha coming all the way back from early deficits of 2-0 and 3-1. Hunsicker, D'Amato, Murphy, and Sanborn with the goals for Omaha. And they win game 1 of this Midwest final in dramatic fashion as they come all the way back from two goal deficits, down 2-0 and down 3-1. And they come back and win it by a final of 4-3. Goals for Iowa scored by Hedlund, Anderson, and Braun. but not enough, as Omaha got their act together in the second half of this game. And credit to Hunsicker and D'Amato with late tallies for Omaha, late in the first, late in the second, and they kept them in it. And then Murphy and Sanborn, along with some big stops by Tommy Aiken, after he was a little slow to get going as well, especially that blocker save late second period on the 2-on-1 that kept it at 3-2. And Omaha comes all the way back and wins game one by a final of 4-3. Game two right here from the Sidner Ice Arena in Fremont, Nebraska tomorrow. And Omaha in the driver's seat, but looking to close it out tomorrow. But Iowa will have other ideas. So Omaha will win it here by a final score of 4-3. And again, Braun, Hedlund, and Anderson with the goals for the Wild. Talon Wild takes the loss in net for Iowa. And Omaha gets goals from Hunsicker, D'Amato, Murphy, and Sanborn with the game winner. Aiken gets the win. Omaha wins it 4-3. They will look to close out the series tomorrow. We'll be back here with the game for you on YouTube. Have a great Friday night, everybody.